Hey YouTube, what's going on? Expandable here, and as you can see, this is my first version of my compact minecart storage system. And the only problem with it was you couldn't you could only use one button, or you could click all these buttons and all the carts would come and it'd just mess everything up. But now I have it set to where you can click one, and as you can see, the card will be sent to you, and you can't click another. And so until you send this one back. So once you send this one back, you just wait for it to go back to its appropriate slot, which it should have. Yep. And I'll show you how that works really quick. So you click this button, the signal goes through, it pushes this off the source, which takes up all these pistons. And yeah, so let me show you guys how to build this. Alright, so basically what you want to do is find a place where you're going to build, and build two up. And you're going to want your buttons to be on this level. So I'm just going to build four buttons on this side, and then you're going to end up putting repeaters all along this. And then I'm going to use blue wool to show you guys where the pistons are going to be. And get out your sticky pistons and put them above it, kind of. So you want something to look a little bit like, actually, you want to be one higher. Sorry if that confused you. So you want to be something like that. And don't worry about the placement right now, it's fine. And this just lets the signal go through, and whenever it's activated, it doesn't go through. So next what you're going to do is you're going to put the blocks along this side like this, and then alternate repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone. Doesn't really matter which one you use first, just make sure it alternates. And so you should have something that looks a little bit like that. Alright guys, so next what you're going to do is you're going to build down underneath it and put a block in front of every part there's a repeater or redstone dust, and put it underneath, and then put the opposite item in each spot. So if there's redstone dust up here, put a repeater down here. And then you're gonna build up a block and also put redstone torches along the top like this. And then you're going to put blocks on top of the torches like that also. So you should have something that looks like that. Alright guys, now once you have that, you're going to put blocks in front of this and do 4 layers of that. So that's 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer, and then just fill it in. Alright, so once you have that, you're going to put redstone torches on the back, and then a line of redstone dust like this. And you might figure this out by yourself, but you don't necessarily need to do this. But depending on how many of these minecarts you want in one row, like if you want it going on a long way, you're going to want to do it how I'm about to show you. So I do this just because I can. So basically what you're going to want to do is just put a repeater on every other block, just to be sure that the signal will reach all the way. So once you have that, just be sure you have something looking a little bit like that. Alright, sorry guys. So you're going to build a little L and build it like that, and then put a normal piston right here with a block, leave a space, and then put another piston right here, so something that looks like that with a block right there. And then I believe it is below the first one. I may be wrong, let me see. It's below that one, yeah. So you're gonna put it directly below this and put a torch on it and put a block right here, and then you're gonna hook this up. Do I have it on the back side? No, I just have it one big line. So you're going to put blocks right here, and then carry the signal upward, and put redstone right here. So as you can see, it is on, and now whenever you click this one, it should turn it off. and then you're basically, this is going to be your reset source down here, and we will set that up in a second. But anyway, that resets it. So you can go ahead and put a block right there with a torch right there if you like. Yeah, so do that. And yeah, so make sure you have something that looks a little bit like this. Alright, now once you have something like that, you're going to come down here and make another layer underneath the exact size as the layer on top. So do that, and then all you do is alternate the signal source. So just put repeaters every other block, if you can kind of tell what I'm doing right here. And then you can put redstone in the middle blocks, and this just creates a straight signal from each separate button. And then once you have something like that, you're going to put blocks in front of it with whichever ones have repeaters, you're going to put torches, so those two, and then whichever ones have redstone, you're going to put repeaters. So something like that, and then you're going to come down here, and I always take out the blocks I don't need, so you can do something like this. And now just make sure you have something set up like this. And like I said, you can do more than four buttons, but for the purpose of this video, I'm only doing 4. So make sure you have something like that. Alright, now once you've done that, I've already built the next layer, because this part even confuses me. I have to look at what I did. But anyway, so basically you're gonna, with the side you have a repeater on, you're gonna put a block in front of it, a block diagonally underneath it with redstone dust on top, a block diagonally underneath that with a repeater facing this way, a block in front of that, and then redstone dust on top of a block underneath that, and then a repeater down here. So I'm just going to build that for you again. So you're going to build, so for every layer with a repeater, you're going to put a block in front of it, and then with a block underneath it, and put redstone dust, and then just come down and put a repeater, and then put a block right here, and put redstone dust again, and then come down here and put a repeater. So that's how you want every layer that has a repeater to be. And now every layer that has a redstone torch, as you can see, whoops, I fell. As you can see on this side, I put a normal block, or no, we already made that. You're gonna put a block in front of that with a repeater on another block on the same level as this first one, into a block, a normal block, and then underneath that it's going to be on top of a block with redstone, and then on the side of that block you're going to have a redstone torch with a block with redstone underneath it. So let's build that again. You're going to have a block right there, and then if I can get underneath here, so a block in front of your redstone dust, and then you're going to have a block right here with redstone repeater on top of it, and I just like to delete that block out just because we don't need it. And then you're going to put another block right there with a redstone dust on top of that with a torch on top of that. So you want to do that with every layer that has a torch. So just make sure you get that down. That's probably the hardest part of this whole mechanism. The rest is pretty straightforward. But anyway, make sure you have something that looks like that. Alright guys, so once you have that, you're just going to build out, I believe it is 4 again, and then you're going to make 2 of everything. So basically 2 like that, and then you're going to put repeater, repeater, redstone dust, and let me make sure I have that idea right. Yeah. Alright, so wherever you put the repeater last over here, you're going to put a block, and a block, and another block, and you're going to put a block right here with a torch on top of that, with another repeater right here with a torch right there, and a block right there. And then basically put another block right there. And then this is going to be the reset. So let's say we have a repeater right there. So this is basically just an RS NOR latch. So make sure you do this for everyone, and then on the parts with redstone, you're just going to put another repeater and another repeater, and let's build, and you do the same thing, just put a block in front of it, and then a block over the repeater with a torch on top of it, with a repeater facing into the block with the torch, and then a block on top of that with a torch underneath it, and then a block in front of it to get ready for your reset system. And I always like to go ahead and reset. No! There we go. Alright, reset it. That would have been bad. So, yeah. And then do the same thing for this one. Yeah, so just put a block over it. Torch, repeater, block, torch, block, repeater. You can even go ahead and put blocks in front of these too, if you want, because you're going to have to end up doing it eventually anyway. And then you're going to do the same thing right here, and put a, let's go ahead and put our repeater in right here with our torch and our block, and then put this on last. And then our block with a repeater. So make sure you have that, and once you have that, you're going to put a block on top of each redstone torch on the side, and then you're going to have torches on top of that. So be sure you have something that looks a little bit like that. Alright guys, my bad, I told you wrong. Take those blocks off and just put torches on top of these. So you want something that looks a little bit like that. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to extend this up. Let me tell you how many blocks we're going to extend it up. We're going to extend it up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then this will be for later. So go ahead and extend it up 4. So this is 1, 2, and then 3. If I can get these blocks on top of it. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then the last one's on top, 4. Alright, so make sure you have something like that. And then now what we're going to do is build our actual where the cart gets sent to. So I'll show you how to do that. Just be sure you have something that looks like this. Alright, so what you're going to do now is you're going to extend this out 3. Extend it out 3, extend it out 3. And then you're going to build a little 3x3 frame like that. And then leave the 2 middle blocks out. And you're going to put a piston right here. A sticky piston right here. Yeah, we should just probably get that TNT out of my inventory. And then a block underneath that. A torch with a repeater with a block, and then redstone dust like that, and then a repeater going right here. And as you can see, whenever I click this button right here, the piston should flash. So like that. So be sure you have something like that, and you can go ahead and make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, go ahead and put blocks like on the sides and in front of that, like 2 high at least, just for now, just so we know what we're doing. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So that should be good for now. So just make sure you have something like that. Alright, so once you have that, you are going to put a block underneath this, and then a block like that directly out from underneath it, and get out your powered rails, and let's put them right here, and then just delete this block temporarily, and it'll close that, but it's whatever. And then just make it like that. So you want a slanted rail, and that's how you make a slanted rail, is you just break it and then cut it off, and then build out to where your torches are. So basically where that torch is where are we at? So yeah, where the torch is where you're going to start going up. So basically it's going to start slanting right here. So you're going to take your power rails and keep coming this way Aw, crap. So you want it to look like that. And let's put this back. Alright, so once you have that, you're going to put a detector rail right here. And to power it, how did I power it? I think I just have a lever on it. Pretty sure. Yep, a lever. So take out a lever, and let's put a lever right underneath, around the middle, so that the whole thing gets powered. And then once you do that, oh my gosh, Carbon said bye. I guess he has to go. Because we were talking on Skype. But anyway, let's see. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks up. Oh my god. 1, 2, just ignore them. 3, 4, 5, and then extend out like that. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I didn't really do anything new, but just build your rails upward into form like that. And then you're going to put a block right here, because your car can actually go through that, and put a, just put a rail right here with a block right there. Oh my gosh, Carbon's so stupid. But anyway, put it right there, and then go up. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, so just go up 2. Alright, so once you have that, we're gonna stop there for a moment. That's just the send back part. So just make sure you have something that looks like that. Actually, you can go ahead and power this right here, and then this right here. So yeah. Alright guys, so now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come back to this middle area where you first were, and everywhere there's a repeater, you're gonna put a block in front of it like that, and you're gonna put a block on top of it like that. Actually, yeah. Alright, so once you have that, you're gonna put powered rails down the side like, you probably need, oh yeah, also put a block on top of this repeater right here. So just put it on the side of this redstone dust, and put a powered rails right here. Make sure it's only 2, so you want 2 right here, and then put blocks right here and right here. And then for the higher layer, the ones with the redstone torches, you're going to put blocks right here, redstone torch right here and right here, blocks right there, and then you're going to put blocks to the side of it. Go ahead and also, whoops, another block right there, and another block right there. Once you have that, you're just going to go ahead and start going downward, and then put that there, and then go downward with it again, and go right there. And then you're going to come out a block, and you can connect it if you like, and it's going to come this way. But I'll show you that in a second. So once you have that, you get something looking like that, where the carts are going to go. Alright guys, my bad once again, I told you wrong. You're going to end up putting, take these blocks off just so you don't get confused, and only have these blocks right here. And you don't really need to take them off, but just come 2 out and then start building this way. So just come 2 out and then start building that way. And what you're going to do is you're going to take out a regular rail and put it on in front of each one. Whoa. In front of each one's like that. You're going to have 2, I believe. I want to say so. Yeah. So you're going to have 2 regular rails, and then you're going to have powered rails in between. And let's have one more block just so we know where we're going. What? That's detector. I'm going to put it right there and right here. Alright, so something like that. And yeah, so we're almost done. Once you have that, you can go ahead and take out your levers and put them on the front side of every place there is a powered rail on the side like that, because you always want these powered. And so once just be sure you have something like that. Alright YouTube, earlier in the video I told you to delete these blocks right here, and that was an accident. You're going to want to put these blocks back, so go down to that bottom layer and put them back. And then you may want to just come back to the resetters over here and just reset everything. That will reset everything back to the way it's supposed to be. And once you have that, you're going to come back up here and be sure that you have this going up 2 from this little part, so 1, 2, and then add on 2 right here, so that's the total of 3, and make it run in front of these torches that are on. And then once it's ran in front of that last torch, you can actually just how do I have that set up? Yeah, so just put 2 right here, a normal rail, and then some more powered rails right here. And then everywhere there is a torch, I believe. No, just on the front ones. Alright, so you're gonna put block right there with a repeater on each one, and you're gonna end up putting regular rails in front of them, in front of the repeaters. You're gonna come out, put on powered rails like that, and put on some more powered rails. And once you have that, you're going to start building let's see, how did I do that? I think I just went up 1 block like instantly. 1, 2, yeah, alright, so that's close enough. So just come back over here, build out 2, build up 1, go over that, another block and another block right there, and then just build that way. So you want something looking like that. Alright, my bad guys, maybe a little bit laggy, but here, let me try to actually turn down my, let's see, video settings. Let's go to short. Alright, so once you have that, you're gonna have my hard drive filled up, that's why. So sorry guys, so once you have that, you're just gonna build out, you're gonna put normal rails right here and right here in front of these 2 torches, and you're gonna put powered rails in right here, obviously, and then out right here you're gonna put some more powered rails like that. For some reason I didn't turn in, which is kind of odd. I'll try it again. There we go. And you can put that there just so it looks right to you, I guess. And yeah, so once you have that, you're gonna go ahead and put a block right here and delete that, and same thing right here, and then go in kind of like a diagonal motion and put levers on right here and turn them all on. That just powers all the rails that you need to have powered. And then for every space, you're gonna put levers right there and right there. So make sure you have something like that, and then be sure to power this whole area right here. And yeah, so make sure you have something like that. Alright guys, my bad, but you also need a right here where you did the little diagonal thing, you also need another one right here. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down here and put a powered rail right here, and simply put 2 blocks like that, and a block to the side like that, and another block to the side like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to build 1 out right here, 1 out right here, and then build 2 powered rails out right here, 2 powered rails out right there, put a torch right there and a torch right here. And once you have that, you're going to start building up, and you're going to build up to the same level that this is on right here. And sorry if this portion of the video is a little bit more laggy than the other one. I don't think it will be, but we'll find out. And then so you're gonna have something like that. And so don't worry, the minecart will come onto this rail and automatically start going this way. And so once you have that, you just build over to this. And let me pause the video really quick and see if there's anything else you need to do. Just be sure you have something like that. Alright, YouTube, once again, I sort of messed up, but anyway, instead of going one more up after that, you can actually just go straight up, or straight right here. Just go straight along. It doesn't need to be on the same level, it can be one under. And then go make it ride directly into this. So just fill this up with your powered rails, put a torch underneath it right there, and then just build kind of your walls up right here, and you should be good to go. And then what we're going to do now is build the reset part. So you're going to put a block directly underneath this detector rail that we put down earlier. Drag it all the way over here up to this point right here. Put redstone dust all along this. If I remember correctly, yeah. We are going to want to, depending on how long this is, you're going to want a certain delay. So you're going to want to put this on full delay for all of them. And depending on how far we go, it doesn't really matter too much. Ours isn't too big, so we shouldn't have to go that far. But you guys get the point. We may end up, let's go a little bit further just to be safe, and I'll show you how to do this. So we're going to come out about that far. Just to be safe. And then what you're going to do is going to put a torch up here, a block right there, and a torch right there. And then what I'm going to do now is end up putting a block right there off to the side. And you can go ahead and fill this in right here and put redstone hooking up to all these repeaters. And then what I like to do is something like this, where let's see, actually we'll do it like this instead, and put redstone right here, and then put repeater and block, repeater, block, and then that just ensures that we can go as far as we need to reset everything. So if you have like 50 of these things, this signal will be able to go all the way. So once you have it going this way, you also need to be sure it resets this over here. So what you're going to do is put another block underneath this. You should have already put a torch underneath this if you listened earlier. If you didn't, you just put a torch right here going down, and then just drag this line over into the same general area. And you're going to want to make sure that this is always in the off position unless it's powered. So let's see, could go like that maybe. Yeah, so now what you're going to do is just hook this up to redstone, and we are going to need to put a repeater somewhere for sure. Let's put one right there, and that should be good, and that should reset everything. So this should actually work consistently now, and all that we have to do really now is set up the lighting, I believe. But if you don't care about that, then you're done, I believe. Let me see. I believe you're done. We can test it actually. So let's get out a minecart and put it on each little one. Oh yeah, actually, you might want to put blocks like all the way up on these inner layers just so that the minecarts don't end up rolling off. But anyway, let's test it. So let's hit this first button. As you can see, it got sent to us, and we click this. It's getting sent back. The reset button was hit. It should go into its appropriate slot, and it did not. Oh gosh. Let's see. What did we do wrong? Let's troubleshoot really quick. Alright, so it reset everything. Maybe everything just wasn't reset to begin with. Let's try it again. Alright, so we call it. And it should get sent into this one. If I'm, yeah, it should be set now. So let's click that, and as long as it doesn't reset before it actually gets back, that could have been the problem too. This is for some reason turning. Oh, that's why. Sometimes you need to re-put in. You always want to put in these normal rails last. So always put those normal rails in last, and as you can see, it will work now for sure. Nothing was wrong except for you always need to put those rails in last, just to be sure that. What the heck? Oh, and you always need to do that. Wow, I'm just not proving to you guys anything, but the rails can sometimes be glitchy, so you need to be sure you put in what you need to put in first. The heck? Oh, we didn't reset it. Alright, troubleshooting with Cobalt. But like I'm telling you right now, it's working perfectly fine. It's just 2 rails were set wrong. So let us do this again. Send the cart. It should send perfectly that time. And it should be flawless now. Should be. And as you see, it's getting sent back, and it should go straight into this one right here. And it does perfectly. And yeah, so I'm going to continue this tutorial, even though I don't really want to. I'm really tired. Still working on this for a little bit. But I'm going to show you guys how to do the lights. So let's test this one more time just to be sure we have it correct. Get sent, and we send it back. It's getting sent, and it should drop in right here, and it does perfectly. Alright, cool. So yeah, and if you want to do it on this side too, all you need to do is mirror exactly what we did on this side. So just watch the tutorial again if you need to, and mirror it on this side, and your rails will go directly into this. And also when building this, if I didn't tell you guys at the beginning, I'm sorry. I'll probably put a little annotation in, but you need to be sure that whatever direction you want to be facing is east or west. But you cannot do this north to south because the rails will act differently. So you need to be sure you build this east to west. That's the only downside to this. But yeah, so let's get on to the light part. If you don't care about the lights, then we're basically done. But I'm going to do that anyway. So thanks for watching. On to the lights tutorial. Alright, YouTube. So basically, you're going to put 1 right here for the lighting. This will tell you if there's a cart here. And then you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So put one of these over every button, and then just fill in right here. And you can also fill in right here beside it, and then make a top layer above that, like that. So be sure you have the general layout of it first, and I always think it looks better with a extra side on it. So make sure you have something that looks like that. And this, whoa, sorry, this extra space right here in the middle is for picture frames or signs telling you what is in each chest. So yeah, guys, make sure you have something looking like that. Alright, guys, what you're going to do next is really simple. It's not hard to understand. You're just going to basically increase this 1 more layer and put torches on top of each. And then you're going to extend this across all the way and leave a 1 block space like that. And so let's do that. Nope. There we go. So come all the way down. So something like that. And as you can see, actually, we need 1 in between. So, depending on, let's go ahead and set up our repeaters and stuff, and we'll figure out how to do it. So put your repeaters first, and then just kind of put it every other block. You'll figure out how to do it. Never put any like right in front of each other. So just kind of zigzag back and forth, putting your repeaters. I always find this to be the fastest way to do it. And then go ahead and put your redstone dust. We can always delete a layer if we need to. And all these can be on one tick. You don't need it any higher. You actually want it to be faster, but this is the only way to get a straight signal with it being one wide like this. There we go. So once you have something like that, anytime there's, yeah, so we always want redstone dust as the last part. So we can delete these two and put torches on the end right here. And put redstone along those two, and then go underneath these and put redstone like that, and then underneath this and put redstone like that. So as you can see, whenever I click this, whichever button I click now, the light should turn on and the cart should be sent. And now all we have to do is, this should also get reset too. And all we have to do now is hook up this light and we will be done with the tutorial. So let's get to that part. Alright guys, this part is also very simple. All you need to do is come down here to the layer above the one we just did, or below, my bad, and put blocks in between and make a third layer similar to that. And now what you're going to do is, depending on which way, wherever your middle layer is, or your middle tracks are, that's the way you want your repeaters to be facing. So always have it like that, and depending on how many torches you have extended, or how many actual cart layers you have, this could be expandable all the way down here, but as of now we only have 2. So how this is going to work is, you would usually have something that looks like this, but that's all we have. So yeah, so this just makes it a straight signal, and it'll be constant all the way down depending on how many you have. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to bring it up and over, and if I'm correct, this actually comes over 2. So you're going to bring this up and up. No, this actually goes directly above it, but that makes weird sense though. Let me see, because there's not a track right here on this one. That's why. Alright, so just be sure that it is directly, you don't even need this track here, to be honest, but you can actually just set that one to always turn in. This will be like the default track if something goes wrong, but nothing should ever go wrong with this setup. Alright, so basically you're just going to bring this out right here, drag it all the way over here, and actually you're probably going to end up cycling downward. Alright, and then you can put redstone dust on top of that and lead it up here, and so that whenever one of these signals get turned on, it'll go all the way. I have it different over here, but it should do the same thing. Let's see, let's find out. So I click this button, and as you can see, it gets sent, and both should get reset also. Does not matter which button I click, this one should always turn on. And if you were to make if you want this to come on as the same time as the other ones and go off at the same time, just put 2 repeaters set on that. See if that changes it. And it does not matter which one, it'll all work. There we go. That's perfect timing. Alright, so and to do the lighting on the other side, if you were to make the symmetrical side on this side, all you would do would be to make it the same thing as this and just connect it from this way also, and so that whenever everything's off and all the carts are back in their appropriate slot, the torches out on this side would also like be able to turn this on, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but yeah, you just hook up the lights the same way, and they can all be hooked up to the same thing, and you do this the same thing as you would on this side. So if you want to make a symmetrical side, then you just completely watch the tutorial over again and just build it on this side instead. So if this helped you, if you enjoyed the tutorial, the very long tutorial on how to do this, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And many more cool redstone creations and compact inventions and all that good stuff and let's plays are coming soon. Thanks. See ya.